Okay, this is my Google Chrome extensions video. I'm going to just walk through the process of creating a very simple Chrome extension. Hopefully you can follow along with me. If not, please make note, what do you need me to clarify? What more can I do to explain? The only thing you're going to need to do to get started is install Atom as a very simple, basic, bare bones text editor. There's other things available like Sublime Text, which is also really good, but Atom is a nice freeware one created by GitHub. And that's really all you're going to have to do to get started. Create a folder somewhere on your computer. I called this one Chrome Extensions. And I saved 2 files that I've put on the shared drive into that folder. And then once you've done that, go ahead and open up Atom. And we're going to just open up the, let's see here, I don't need that file. I'm going to open a folder, and where's my Chrome extensions? Okay. Make that a little larger. Now, inside this folder, I'm going to create some more files. The first one is going to be manifest.json. This is what Chrome uses to kind of determine what your app or what your extension is going to be all about. And it's a JSON file, which is a JavaScript object notation. And you'll kind of see what that's about as I create here. It's just a bunch of key value pairs, key being this on the left, and then to the right of the colon is the pair, the value to it. And the very first thing we're going to type is manifest version. And that's just telling Google or Chrome how to read this file. After that, we got to give our project a name. And I'll just call it, I don't know, hashtag call16 extension. A description, how to create a simple Chrome extension. And then version number 1.0. The only other thing we have to put in this file is a browser action, and that tells the browser what it's going to be doing with this extension, and the value for this key is actually going to be another object. And the first thing we'll put in here is default icon, and in there, imagine this, I'm just going to put icon.png, that file that we copied in here. And then our default pop-up is going to be called, I'm just going to call it innovate.html. And that should be all we need in this manifest. And the icon.png obviously just relates to this icon here. This innovate.html we're going to create right now. And it's an HTML file. We're going to very simply create an HTML document. If you've ever worked with HTML before, this is going to look very sloppy to you. If not, don't worry about it and just do what I do. What am I doing? Not $. Hashtag, what is it? COL16 innovators. There's a good title. Not super creative. Now, the main part of the HTML file comes inside these body tags. This is where pretty much all of the content is going to be. The only thing I'm going to put in here is a button of type button, and I'm just going to say click here to innovate. Sure, why not? Click here to innovate. Not super complicated. Okay, doc type must be declared first at line 1. This is just a little linter that I have running. it doesn't matter. You can put a doc type up there. This is not going to be that fancy. So what we have here, kind of the bare bones of what this file is going to be. Now to put this onto our Chrome, let's just see what that looks like here. You can go to Chrome://extensions, and that'll pull up your all the browser extensions that you do have already. I should have load unpacked extension, and I'm going to just select that file, Chrome extensions, that folder that we created, and just put those 4 files in. You'll see right here that hashtag COL16 extension, how to create a simple Chrome extension. We've got that in there. Oh, one other thing, this developer mode has got to be checked. That's how we can load this extension just from our file system. That's just to protect you from downloading something and then installing some sort of malicious extension. But if you have it in developer mode and you're sure about what you're doing, which hopefully you are confident that nothing that we just typed was horrible, that is what we've created. And even just doing that, you can even see it appear right here, this hashtag call16. I think this is from before. This is when I did a little test run of what I was doing here. I'm going to remove that. But this is what we just created, COL16 extension, and our little button, click here to innovate. That when click, it does nothing. So very simply, that's how we get an extension up there. I'm going to go back in here. We're going to make this button do something. I'm going to add a script tag. Now, again, if you are familiar with HTML, you could technically in an HTML file just put your JavaScript inside of these script tags, but Chrome won't do that for safety reasons. So I'm going to create a link to another file, and it's going to be a text JavaScript file, and then source of, I'm just going to call this innovate.js. And just like we did with this HTML file, we got to create that innovate. Got to create that innovate.js. Now I'm going to immediately invoke a function. Put that there, closing brackets, closing parentheses there, and just some very simple JavaScript add event listener. We want it to click, and then I don't need any params in this function. What I am going to do is I'm going to get the body, and this will basically, this variable is going to look at this document.body is just going to be looking at this body right here of our innovate.html. Now I'm going to do new image equals document, create element, and it's going to be an image. I'm going to do new image that I think it's .src and 16.jpg. This refers to the other little image that I had you download into our file, and then we're going to body.insert before, and then we're going to insert new image that we just built, and we're going to do that body for first child. Ooh, hopefully I typed everything correctly there. Maybe I'll get some linter errors. No, wait, maybe. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to try it out anyways. So let's try our little file here. Oh, there we go. And I've just innovated a little picture into this body. Okay. And if I click it again, it'll just add another one. All right. So that's very simply how you can use HTML and JavaScript to add some extensibility to your Chrome browser. You know, the one that I showed you earlier was this new tab, which for some reason didn't just give me it. Maybe I turned my oh yeah, I'm sorry. I removed my own extension. So anyways, that's a little quick intro into how Chrome browser uses HTML and JavaScript to build extensions, how you can use it. I know this was a very fast demonstration, and if you're not familiar with HTML or JavaScript, it probably is lost on you, but hopefully it gives you some ideas as to what can be done, and maybe some questions that we can take. My whole project is kind of about building extensions that teachers would find useful, and there you go. Hopefully that's at least mildly interesting.